Blessed Sunday to you, everybody. Barber Dave here with another 3-video installment of our weekly series at Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Hope everybody's doing well for this nice Sunday. I've been looking forward to this shave for quite some time, actually. For those of you that follow the Shaving Cadre or follow my YouTube channel, you'll know that I've been talking about a soap that was in beta for quite some time that was a game changer as far as the soap itself. And so it's finally here. It's not quite out in the stores yet, but it will be soon, and that is CBL Orion. This is a brand new base from the ground up. It is a very soft crope type soap. This particular flavor is in California Sunrise, which is bergamot, lavender, flowers. It does evoke that smell of the sunrise in California. Now, the neat thing about this, these are glass jars with the label, and it's got a compression gasket in it. So when you actually do this, see if you can hear this, you actually get the air squeezed out. So that's something I'm very excited with. We'll go into lathering and stuff as well. We're also going to be using another new product, this again in California Sunrise from CBL, and that is their Aftershave Tonic, which does contain all kinds of good natural skin loving ingredients, and it is more of an aftershave milk. And then finally, the big thing is the CBL Apothecary post shave oil. Again, when I did some comparisons before to another maker, this one was a game changer as well. Since this is the first time I've shaved with this specific soap, I'm going to use my Blackland Vector with a feather pro line, and then for the brush, we will be using the CBL Butterscotch, branded Butterscotch, I should say. So I hope everybody's doing well. Now, to lather this soap, as was the beta version, you start out with just a damp brush. Now I'm using a synthetic this time just to see, and you load the brush, and it loads a very pasty material onto the brush itself. So it doesn't necessarily, when you first get it out of the brush, doesn't necessarily lather right away. In fact, it kind of looks, as Chris would say, kind of looks like snot. So that's kind of what's loaded on the brush. Then it is recommended to let it rest a bit once you first get it lathered. So I'll just put some of this on to start off with. And then add bits of water little by little to the face. So it does go on very pasty in the beginning. But it does start building as you add the water. And it will take a lot of water to get it up and running if you're face lathering. Bowl lathering might be a little bit easier for some. As mentioned in the beta version, this stuff feels incredible on the face. These, of course, are my initial impressions. However, when I made my comment that this was going to be a game changer and this was going to be probably one of the best soaps on the market, if not the best, I stick to that. And this is with very little water, and you can see the sheen, and it is so creamy. It's unbelievable. And the scent, very strong. I'd say a 4 at least. And those of you that know my previous best soap in the den, and I won't mention the name of it because after I did those videos, I was attacked via email, threatened via email, because the other soap maker felt that Mr. Lindsay was stealing a formula, which is totally crap. So, like I said, a little bit finicky with water, but that's to be expected. But slick, unreal. In fact, you're going to want to wash your hands because it is it's that slippery. And for Spider, we will gauge its residual slickness without water, because we know obviously with water, but the glide and the cushion on this, you can't barely even feel, in my opinion, the blade. And just for some of you out there that will say, well, Dave, you're celebrating Chris's soap because you and him are friends and you're his partner on your forum. And those of you that know me and know my reviews have known that Chris has taken a, you know, he's not always been on the top. And because I try to do my reviews as non-biased as possible, although some people construe it as not being non-biased. But the fact of the matter is, I don't mince words. I will tell somebody what I think and go from there. The residual slickness is fantastic right out of the gate. Add water to it and you could probably not put any more soap on your face. And it feels so good on the skin, and the fragrance is sticking around. I am going to bowl out of this tomorrow and use a straight razor that I am currently honing for Tim Milk Crate on the forum. A very nice little Diamond Haishi. And I suspect that the slickness for the straight is going to be unreal as well, because this is just slippery. And it will, like I said, it will take on a lot of water, but the hydration, once it's there, stays there. So again, you want to load it with just a shaken out brush. I think synthetic is probably going to be the best way to go. And load it until it, you know, you get that snot on the brush. I loaded a little light, but then just add drips of water, or just dip the tips of your brush into your water basin and go back to lathering and incorporate the water that way. It actually gets slicker, guys. Residual. And I will definitely do my cleanup with no water after this final pass. Scent notwithstanding, and this being the first impression of the non-beta version of Orion, in other words, the production version of Orion, I would have to stick to my guns from the beta version and say that this is probably going to be, without a doubt, from a performance standpoint and a cost standpoint, which I don't really pay much attention to, but I know some of you do. This is going to be the best shaving soap that I've ever used. And as most of you know, I have reviewed and have well over 500 soaps. So and about 35 years of straight shaving experience. So I think that, you know, I can make a fairly justified argument that this is indeed the best. The thing I noticed right out of the gate with this is that on the areas that I've already shaved before, it glides across that almost as well as it did when the soap was on it. And like I said, we're going to do our cleanup, if we need any, via no additional water. The soap has got me so enamored I'm forgetting where I'm at in my shave. Okay, so pass is done. We're not even going to rinse our razor. We've got a little bit of cleanup to do, but almost a lotiony slickness to this soap. I mean, you can see it leaves a beautiful residual film that you can do any kind of cleanup. And be careful, because that residual slickness actually translates to the razor, and it's slippery too. But the big key is, can I do a fool's pass severely against the grain with no water and just the residual? And you can probably hear that. No problem whatsoever. This stuff's a winner, guys. Okay, so rinse. If you like to do your cleanup with water, super slick. Let's see how she does with the alum. Nothing. So the cushion of the blade is very good. Doesn't allow it to bite into your skin. With all the ingredients, the face feel was, I think most of you know that when I judge soaps, face feel is very important while it's lathering. And up until now, sebum and Panacrema Nuavia and SV were the tops as far as raw face feel. But this makes your face feel very nourished, even with the alum, just very nourished. So the next thing we're going to try is we're going to do CBL Apothecary. This is the, for lack of a better term, the Aftershave Serum, the post-shave oil. And once again, 1 to 3 drops is all you're going to need. It's got a really nice reducer. And this is accumulative, meaning that the more you use this, the better your skin will feel. And then we'll follow that up with the aftershave. So, see, that's about all you need. You want to rub this in nice into your face. And let that soak in, and it will soak in, and not feel as oily. I would say after initial use, I could probably use 1 drop rather than 3, but we'll see once we add the aftershave. And again, the aftershave is more of an aftershave milk. And like, yeah, probably 5 or 6 drops is all. Very similar to SV in their original versions. It plays real well with the post-shave oil, and you don't have to do it in any specific order. You could do the aftershave, then the post-shave oil, or the post-shave oil, then the aftershave. It does have some WS5 in it, so it does have the little bit of menthol, or not menthol, but the cooling agent. But it's very, very subtle, just enough to make your face feel good. Skin feels extremely nourished with both the post-shave oil and the aftershave. Just absolutely wonderful. Wonderful smell sticking around. Today we're going to use Proraso for the talc, as it's got a fairly light scent to it, and it plays well with the California Sunrise. Wow. Every bit as expected. So don't forget, this will be out in Chris's place soon. CBL Orion, the CBL Apothecary oil, post-shave oil, and the aftershave. They are fantastic. I'm sure that he's going to be doing more scents besides California Sunrise. This will be fairly limited because the production is very hard on this, and it's taken a while to bring it, but it's unbelievable. Your face will feel incredible. It's very worth it. And now for the EDT. And our lovely nurse Dave made some fun of me on putting on my eau de parfum. Yes, I put it on heat spots because you don't have to use as much. It may look like I'm putting a lot on, but I'm really not. Now, he did also make one other comment about why do I put it on my earlobes. Well, earlobes is a heat point, and to coin his phrase, dude, do you have all these women that want to nibble on your ear? Well, as a matter of fact, Dave, I do. My wife likes to nibble on my ear. Maybe if you put more on this, maybe Mrs. Nurse Dave would nibble on your ears some more too. So anyways, that's my shave for today, guys. If you haven't seen us before, www.theshavingcadre.com. Appreciate it. If you have any comments on this, please go ahead and post it in here, but be kind. Is this new soap, CBL Orion, a game changer and probably going to be the best ever, in my honest opinion? Yes. Have a great day.